Well, good afternoon, everyone. This is Mike Bass back again with another forecast update for you for this September the 28th, 2023. I'm hoping everybody's having a great Thursday out there so far. Everybody has a great Thursday afternoon. Hope everybody continues to stay safe and well and also enjoy the weather because it's the only weather you got. Okay, in today's video, we're going to be talking about the tropics here, and we have our new tropical system, Rina. This is it located right here, Philippe right here. These systems look like they could combine later on down the road. I would not be surprised to see that because Philippe going to kind of meander. This system here is going to kind of almost grab it and maybe even rob some of its moisture. So I would not be surprised these two here may even emerge together later on down the road. So I know a lot of forecasters saying that they may kind of just may split apart. But what I'm looking at here, there's a possibility they could combine together because since they're so close in proximity, would not be surprised to see that happen. We got a little tropical wave here off the west coast of Africa. Right now I don't see nothing development at this time. We got a cold front extending across the North Atlantic all the way back to the East Coast, back down into the Gulf of Mexico, bringing some showers and storms to that area there. There's another cold front dropping in from out of Canada, dropping south. As you can see here, we got some showers and storm blowing up off the coast of South America, moving to the west. Also some scattered activity over here in portions of the Eastern Pacific. Some scattered activity in the northwestern Caribbean Sea and also in the central Caribbean Sea as well. We got another cold front coming in from the north. Got a little spin up here in the Great Lakes region of South Canada. Trailing cold front extending all the way back into portions of Kentucky and Tennessee. And then we got another cold front dropping in out of Canada, dropping into the Plain States as well. Alright, if you're a new viewer and have not subscribed to my channel, go ahead and consider subscribing. Love to have it. Also like these videos, share these videos. And also in today's video, we're going to be discussing the remainder of the forecast. We're going to be talking about Tropical Storm Philippe, Tropical Storm Rina. Also, we're going to take a look at the Watches Warning Advisory map and also the 7-day rainfall totals across the lower 48. So stick around to the entire video and do not miss a beat of this forecast. And like I said, if you have not subscribed yet, go ahead and smash that subscribe button today and you're in. You get my forecast twice per day unless something comes up. Alright, well, let's go ahead and finish the forecast here on out. Let's move on. We're going to take a look at the satellite imagery here. As you can see here, this is the convection around the Philippe area. Kind of poorly organized. Got some dry air still wrapping in around the system. But they're pretty much down here around the center of circulation, getting a little bit deeper convection around it as well. Forecast cone of this system. And there has been a lot changed in the last 24 hours with this forecast cone. You remember last night when I showed the video and yesterday it showed it heading this way. Now according to this, there's the tropical wind field. Now it shows it just meandering, and then it finally takes a turn to the north. So, but here's the wind field in yellow. If you're tracking this system at home, it's located near latitude 18.6 north, longitude 54.6 west. Maximum sustained winds are near 50 miles an hour with higher gusts, and moving this to the west northwest at 2 miles per hour. So it's going to just sit out here and meander a while because there ain't no steering currents or nothing like that to kind of stir the storm. So we're just going to sit there and just kind of just meander for the next several days. We may be still talking about this thing maybe sometime maybe next weekend. We still may be talking about Philippe, maybe even the following week after that, because I don't see much in the way of it moving around too much. It's going to kind of stationary as long as there's no wind flow or nothing like that to kind of push the system on out or any stirring mechanism to get it going. It's just going to sit there and just meander, and maybe it may become stationary for several days. It may just sit there and spin and may not even move at all. So that's why you see the National Hurricane Center just got it, just barely is going over the next through Monday. See, it don't even move much through Monday, and then Tuesday it finally moves a little bit to the north. But like I said, I don't know what's up with this system. It just wants to sit there and just keep on spinning and not go anywhere. All right, let's take a look at the computer models here real quick. All right, you can see here the current position. You can see it kind of just meanders around and around and around. And some wants to take it to the west, some wants to take it to the north, some wants to drop it south and shoot it straight back north. It's all over the place, folks. That storm don't even know. Got it. This thing here is kind of all over the place as well. As you can see, you got 45 knot winds equal to 50 miles per hour. Most of the model keeps into a tropical storm. There's a few shoots it all the way up into a category 3. Um, like I said, there's a possibility it could become a hurricane. It's possible, but right now the National Hurricane Center going with a tropical storm. But I would not be surprised if it keeps just sitting there meandering over warm waters. It could strengthen up into a hurricane. So something we'll have to keep an eye on. But just want to let everybody know that Philippe is going to be around for a while. So we'll be talking about it for a pretty long time. All right. As you can see here is Tropical Storm Rina. Rina getting her act together a little bit better, getting a little bit better defined. Still got a lot of dry air punching in from the north out of Philippe. As you can see here, some of the outer bands of Philippe here to the where I'm moving my mouse, and Rina is right in this area here. So I would not be surprised if Philippe happens to become stationary and this system here moves a little bit further to the west. It could possibly emerge and make a bigger storm. So something we'll keep an eye on. We'll just have to keep an eye on it and see what happens. All right, we'll go ahead and take a look at the forecast call for Rina. Remains a tropical storm all the way through 8 a.m. Tuesday. Philippe, according to Philippe, Tuesday it was somewhere nearby Rina, so it looks like Philippe and Rina is going to be kind of trying to stay near each other for some reason. I guess they're going to try to marry up and maybe become married in the tropical Atlantic, so we'll just have to wait and see if Philippe and Rina is going to get married in the tropical Atlantic. So that's just a little joke, folks. But anyway, let's take a look at the coordinates of the storm. It's located in their latitude 17.4 north, longitude 45.0 west. Maximum sustained winds in there 40 miles an hour with higher gusts, and moving is to the north-northwest at 10 miles per hour. So Rina is moving off to the north-northwest at about 10 miles per hour. So alright, let's take a look at the computer model guidance here. Alright, you can see here is the center of the storm here. Keeps it pretty well compacted through at least about 72 hours out, and then it spreads out over time. But see, the National Hurricane Center tried to get it go to the north, just a little bit to the north there. That's why they got the forecast cone going pretty much this way and then a little bit to the north, because some of the models will turn it to the north. So we just have to wait to see if Rina will take a northward jog. Alright, let's take a look at the intensity guidance of this system. As you can see, it's got 30 knot winds equal to 40 miles per hour. Most of the model takes into a tropical storm. One shoots it up into a hurricane, low end grade hurricane, but the rest of them keeps a tropical storm. That's the outlier for right now. But could Rina become a hurricane? Possibility. Could Philippe become a hurricane? That's a possibility. We just have to wait and see. Alright, well, that's your tropical weather update. Now we're going to take a look at our local forecast here with the watches, warning, advisory map. And then we're going to take a look at the 7-day rainfall totals across the nation. And then we're going to wrap up the video. Alright, you can see here we got coastal flood advisory, flood watches in effect for Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Delaware, all the way down to Rhode Island, all the way down into eastern Virginia. We got a flood warning in effect for Georgetown County, South Carolina. Also, we have gale warning from up here near Boston all the way down to North Carolina. Then from Georgia to Florida, coastal flood advisory there for portions of east coast of Florida. Gale warning for Panhandle, Florida over toward Louisiana. We got a flood warning, flash flood warning from Kentucky. Also flood advisory for northern Tennessee. Also, we have a special weather statement for you guys out in Louisiana and East Texas for some strong thunderstorm. Also, some air quality alert for northeast Texas, central Texas, and southeast Texas. Red flag warning effect for Wyoming down into Colorado, Utah. Wind advisory for you guys in Montana. Fire weather watches in effect for southwestern Arizona. And we have gale warning from west coast of California to southern California. Alaska looks good. Got a gale warning to the north. Also south, central and south of Hawaii and Chain Island. Got a few gale warnings to the south. Central and north looks a-okay. Now we're going to wrap it up with the 7-day rainfall totals. You can see the models are sniffing out something, bringing some heavy precipitation from the Gulf, maybe from Cuba all the way up the East Coast and then out to sea. That may be some of that moisture from Philippe, or just a new little tropical wave that may form and move up to the north. Right now, pretty much we have a little bit of activity in the Gulf of Mexico and a lot of precipitation loading up in the Gulf of Mexico. We got lots of rain falling in from West Texas all the way into South Canada, also through Minnesota. Same over here in portions of southwestern Canada as well, through Oregon and also in the Washington State, Oregon area. Also into Montana all the way down into portions of Nevada and California. Pretty much dry along most of the East Coast. Just pockets of a few showers here and there, but look like according to what I've seen over the next 10 to 15 days, don't look like we're going to get much rain here in the southeast. So we're going into our little dry period now. So just get ready, folks, because usually September, October, and part of November, we get a little bit more drier than normal here in the southeast. So get ready for a pretty long stretch of dry weather for a while. So unless we can get a tropical system in here to kind of bust this dry spell out, or a strong cold front come in and bring a little bit of moisture to the area. But the way I see right now, it looks like it's going to be dry for a while for us here in the Carolinas and much of the South as well, and portions of the Northeast as well. So just want to give everybody a heads up on that. So, but anyway, hope everybody enjoyed the weather, because it's the only weather you got. Like these videos, share these videos, consider subscribing if you have not, and we'll catch you back in the next video. So have a wonderful Thursday afternoon, folks. Take care.